Hello and welcome to Askew's Landing RV Campground in Edwards, Mississippi. I am Craig Alsup, the owner of the park, and I'm going to take you through a little walkthrough of what you can expect at Askew's. All right, the first thing you're going to see is Askew Ferry Road when you head our direction. This is this 2-lane country road here behind me. And as you drive up Askew Ferry Road, we're about 2.5 miles up the road until you get to the turn-in to the RV park. We've got a nice welcome to Askew's sign here that I'm going to show you in just a moment. And then our Civil War era barn is on the right side of the road here that you're going to see as you start to turn in. Be sure you don't pass our first driveway here with the barn up there and our sign just here. Make sure you don't pass that turn because this road is a dead-end road down the street here, and I don't want you to get stuck down a dead-end road and have trouble turning around. So make sure that you turn onto our driveway. I'm going to take just a little walk up to the barn and show you the barn again for those of you that love history and want to see a little more of that. Feel free to stop, to walk around, to walk up here and view that a little bit too. Please do not go inside though, but you'll see our sign there and this really cool barn. Anyway, so as you turn onto our property, you're going to see a gravel road. It's wide enough for a couple vehicles at a time, and you're just going to cruise up that road for about 1/4 mile, and then I'm going to show you in just a moment exactly what you'll see after you make that drive. All right, and here we are coming up on the lake. So we have gone almost 1/4 mile up from where you turned in at the beginning of our property. And as you can see, the lake behind me here is the biggest, most prominent sort of feature, amenity that we have at the park. And so I want to make sure to show you exactly what we've got going on as far as the lake. We've got people that come out here fishing for day passes, monthly passes, annual passes. They're catching bass and brim and catfish. We've had some big beast 40, 50 pound catfish caught out of here recently. And yeah, so lots to do on the lake, definitely with catching catfish and catching different types of fish. You can also rent a pedal boat or a kayak from us here at Askew's Landing for the day or for just a few hours or an hour even. And we would love for you to do that. But I want to go ahead and show you kind of what you're going to see when you first turn the curve off of our road and kind of get your first peek of the property. So as you can see behind me here, this is the lake. You can see some campers in the distance, the tree line around, and not too shabby. So we're pretty proud of the lake. It's a 15-acre lake. Great, again, like I said, for kayaking, pedal boating, for fishing in the boats or from the bank. You can also put a boat on the water with a trolling motor at max and have some fun there, fishing or just cruising around the lake. But I'm going to walk up here and show you a little bit more from the other bank of the lake once you're driving across our main lake road. Catch you soon. Okay, so here I am. I walked a little bit along this road that you see here and made my way over to the side of the lake. You'll see how it stretches out in the distance that way to make up the full 15 acres of the lake. We got some little benches along the way that some of our staff have been so gracious as to make for folks to be able to sit down on. Like I said, you can fish from the bank. You can hop in a kayak or a pedal boat from the bank. And I want to show you our road coming in here. We do have a bit of a narrow pass, but with one-way traffic at a time and plenty of space to be able to see who's coming. We do have a 10-mile-per-hour speed limit sign here, and we definitely want you to make sure that you keep to that 10-mile-per-hour speed limit so that everybody's safe. But this road right behind me, this is our road that takes you into the main part of the campground. And I promise you, it is wide enough for any kind of bus that you want to pull in here with, whether it's a fifth wheel, whether it's a motorhome, whatever it is. We have plenty of space for you in our sites, and we have plenty of room to get in and out easily. So let me walk a little bit further into the campground, and then I'll show you some different areas of the campground as well as some of our other amenities. All right, here we are in our Lakeview sites. As the name suggests, they are just across from our lake, and these are typically used as tent sites, maybe pop-up campers, small conversion vans, those types of things. These sites all have electric, they all have water availability. They do not have sewer. They do have picnic tables and fire pits all around, trash bins nearby, as you can tell right here. And again, of course, that lake view that everybody wants. They've got wooded kind of view behind them, so that's pretty nice. You kind of feel like you're out in nature, away from it all. And if you follow me, we've got a bathhouse just up here that I'd love to show you, as well as a prime fishing spot that some people have grabbed today, standing on the bank here on the little cut through peninsula in our lake. And so yeah, follow me up to the bathhouse and I'll show you a little bit of that, kind of what the outside of the bathhouse looks like and how close that is to our camping area. All right, so we haven't walked too far and we're here at the bathhouse. Our bathhouse has 3 different stalls. All stalls are lockable. All stalls have a sink, a toilet, as well as a shower with hot water. We have all the time hot water, thanks to automatic hot water heaters in there. And so you can definitely enjoy a good hot shower, a good clean bathroom, and again, just can't beat the lake views, right? All right, so here we are at the bathhouse number 1. We've got 3 stalls here that are all the exact same. Each one has a hot shower, sink, and a toilet inside. And so I'm gonna show you this one so you kind of get an idea of what to expect here at Askew's Landing RV Campground. We've got brand new floors. We are actually in the process of updating the walls. We're gonna paint these a light gray and then put some trim and some beautiful tin inside here to make them look nicer. We are also in the process of updating mirrors and cabinets, but as you can tell, bathrooms are clean, nice, very functional. Everything works really well. We've got good, clean, hot showers here for you. And so definitely one of the nicer bathhouses you'll see at any campground anywhere. And we pride ourselves on being super clean, and so that's what we're gonna be. All the bathhouses lock from the inside. They also have locking doorknobs here so that we don't have people using these who shouldn't be. All right, after we get past the lake view sites and the bathhouses, just across from the bathhouse actually is our kayak and pedal boat rental area. We've got 4 kayaks currently, and we've got a couple of pedal boats. We're actually looking at adding some smaller boats and potentially some more kayaks soon. But as you can tell, you can launch right here from the bank. You can cruise out through the lake, and then you can jump right under that bridge there. You can cross right into there and end up in the bigger portion of the lake. So definitely come by and rent kayaks, pedal boats, all of the things and get out on the lake this year. And we are consistently going to be adding more exciting and fun things to do, like kayaks, pedal boats, different activities out here at Askew's. This area that you see coming up behind me is what we call Horseshoe Bend. It's kind of the shape of a horseshoe, and it has sights that go all the way around both sides of Horseshoe Bend here. These sites are 30 and 50 amp sites with sewer hookups, and just kind of a beautiful backdrop of the trees behind them, as well as the lake out front. What you saw a second ago in this brown, kind of orangish, copper looking house right here, this is our cabin. It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath cabin with plenty of room to move around, about probably 1,200 square foot, and super nice with a wraparound deck around almost the entire house. It rents for $150 per night with a 2-night minimum, and just an absolute beauty of a place. And most people are really surprised at how nice it is once they get inside, and how big it is as well. And so we definitely recommend coming out and checking that out. Here's another view of our cabin with carport behind it, as well as a little garden that we're building back there in the back. Beside the cabin, we've got the historic camp store. This building has been on the property since the 1800s and is just full of lots of goodies to buy, from various camping supplies, snacks, different food items, of course some souvenirs and things like that for Askew's Landing, and all kinds of good stuff. We've got a mural here depicting the Civil War battle that was fought here at Askew's Ferry. And this is another part of our property that a lot of people don't know before they get here, is that our property was actually a Civil War battlefield. At one time, there was a ferry across the river here at one time. And so we're pretty proud of this mural here that kind of depicts all of that. In front of the mural, you see our mining sluice, and definitely a fun one for the kids to be able to turn on this mining sluice, to be able to buy some of our mining materials in the store, and then be able to sift and find some cool gemstones and things like that that get them really excited. So here is kind of a 360 view of where I'm at here alongside the camp store and the lake. Got our decorative wagon here, and then we have our pavilion. Our rental pavilion rents to groups for birthday parties, weddings, church events, school events, all sorts of different events. Comes with these picnic tables, as well as we've got a couple grills here. We've got heaters under here, of course. Alongside the pavilion, we've got lawn games like horseshoes. We have some cornhole boards that we put out in this little field area alongside the pavilion as well. And if you'll look straight ahead of where that building is, there is a really nice laundry facility here at the campground that has stackable washer dryer units that can handle all your laundry while you're here at the park. I'm going to show you the inside of the laundry room just a little bit, and then I'll show you the dog parks. So, nice clean laundry room, plenty of space to do your laundry, and then you can fold on the table here. Definitely an added amenity for the park. This is kind of looking back on the pavilion and the lawn game area here. This will eventually be a little cabin rental. And then we've got our Askew's Landing RV campground dog parks. These dog parks are pretty big and spacious. Lots of room for your pup to run around. get some energy out, have some fun jumping over things and crawling under all sorts of things. There's a little bit of seating for the pet owners, of course. We have a dog library here where you can take a stick or leave a stick for the dogs. And then here's our small dog park. So we have actually two different dog parks, one for the big dogs, one for the small dogs, so that the small dogs don't kind of get run over by the bigger pups. All right alongside the dog parks, which are just over here to the left, and the laundry building, which is just over here to the left, you'll see the Pines area of the campground, which is where all those campers are lined up in the back there. Really nice shaded sites underneath the pine trees. So I guess you can figure out why it's called the Pines. This is our playground. We've got a climbing dome. We've got a little bench for sitting over here. We've got a basketball court, a slide, swings, tetherball, a monkey bar set. Of course, looks like kids have been drawing with chalk on the concrete there, and more things coming soon for that playground to make it even cooler. This is our field area. We've got some sites on one side of the field, but this big open area of the field is great for getting out and kicking a soccer ball, throwing a football, throwing a frisbee, baseball, things like that. Just up on the hill behind the field, there are more campsites up in the wooded area behind the fielded area. And then I'm going to walk you over and show you our community fire pit, which is right alongside our pavilion. So our community fire pit hosts different activities and events. Of course, if we're having bingo or karaoke or something like that in the pavilion, we always have a nice fire going here. People can kind of pile around, roast some marshmallows, make some s'mores, use this at will, really, if you're camping here. And yeah, super nice amenity with lots of fun stuff for people to do here, and definitely want people to come out and use those amenities. The next thing you'll see here is our swimming pool. We have a nice small swimming pool here at the park, but definitely big enough for quite a few people to be in at a time. We've got a nice deck here that's room enough for a lot of people to lay out and hang out. We have some tables and chairs that we put in this back corner when it's during the spring and summer and fall season, when more people are camping and swimming. We have table and chairs and umbrellas and things like that that we put out there as well. As you can tell, the pool is right alongside the lake, which makes for some really cool views. And yeah, I'll give you kind of a 360 view of the pavilion, the community fire pit, the Pines, the field, and the hill area there. And then we've got our pool house, which has 3 different bathrooms and with toilets and sinks inside there. And then our pool area here. All right, so this is Magnolia A that we're looking at here. I wanted to show you this area of the park and some of the sites here and kind of what to expect. If you book in Magnolia A, you can expect fire pits, picnic tables. You can expect long, really long pull-through campsites here. You can expect some that have concrete patios alongside, and some that don't. You can expect level ground with rock or dirt foundations for most of those. And again, some of these campers are pretty big and have plenty of room for the camper, for the car or cars, and everything else you could want. So some more of our sites here. These are some of our field sites. Again, these are all kind of pull through where you can loop around just the back side over here and then pull right in to your site and be able to get out easy and quickly whenever you decide to depart. I'm going to take you on a little walk back here to get to Magnolia B, which is kind of the next section of the campground, just past Magnolia A. Magnolia A sites all have electric, water, and sewer, but our Magnolia B sites are electric and water only. Now, that's okay, because on the way out of the campground, we actually have a dump station that's clean and accessible super easily as you're on your way out of the campground. So we have a little road in between Magnolia A and Magnolia B here, but then you're going to jump right into Magnolia B in the 40s and 50s as far as site numbers. There's a little play place for the kids over there with a merry-go-round, and as you can see, we're pretty empty in Magnolia B today, so you get to kind of see what it looks like as far as how long the sites are and things like that. We've got a few sites along the lake that are electric and water that are up in the woods here and there. And then I'm going to show you our glamping tent area. So one of our favorite things to do around here is to sit at one of our benches or some of our different chair setups around the park and just look at the lake, watch the beautiful birds, and just relax in the quiet of Askew's Landing. Yeah, super nice. Definitely this, if you like side of the road, noisy, parking lot type campgrounds, Askew's Landing is probably not your place. If you like quiet, scenic nature, sitting by the lake, relaxing, having lots of amenities and things to do, but with the ability to just calm down, chill out, and relax from time to time, sit around the fire pit, make some s'mores, take a walk, ride a bike, hike on a hiking trail, then this is probably the place for you. All right, so I'm going to take you inside one of our new Sapphire Retreat glamping tents here at Askew's Landing RV Campground. You see the lights going around it, which are all set up to come on in the evenings to light up your space here and go off whenever you want them to at night. You can turn those off there. You've got a nice little sitting area here by a fire pit and a picnic table in behind the tent, as you can tell, right beside the beautiful lake, the bridge, and you've got the lake on the other side of the tent here as well. But let me take you inside and show you a little bit of what we have to offer. So you're gonna see there's seating areas, plenty of light inside the tent. We've got little lamps here and there and everywhere. A nice bed here that's a queen size bed with memory foam mattress. We've got a heating electric blanket on the bed currently because it's a little chilly in Mississippi, but we also have the ability to add an air condition and a heater, a little fireplace heater there, a fan or two in each tent, and each tent is absolutely huge with plenty of room to put your stuff, plenty of room to even throw down a mattress for the kids, but a place to put your shoes as you walk in the door here. And anyway, super nice little glamping tent. So As you can see by now, Askew's Landing RV Campground, Edwards, Mississippi, has tons to do. Beautiful open spaces, relaxing, quiet, birds chirping kind of spaces. A big, beautiful lake for fishing and kayaking and pedal boating and just sitting by and soaking up the beautiful views. We've got glamping tents. We've got a 2-bedroom, 2-bath cabin. We've got bathhouses with clean, hot showers, plenty of room to run around for the kids and ride bikes. We've got a pavilion with events and games and activities going on really consistently at the park. We've got a playground. We've got picnic tables and fire pits. Beautiful long sites with plenty of room for whatever you are towing. We've got a pool and a pool house. We've got a hiking trail, lots of beautiful wooded views, historic camp store, lawn games, dog parks, laundry facilities, and a little bit of everything else. So we hope that you'll come out and visit the park and see what everybody is talking about. Check out our reviews on Google if you'd like, and find out a little bit more about our park at askewslandingrv.com. Thanks. See you next time.